Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we'll make a custom wooden plaque. The material we're using in this case here is 3/4 inch pine, as you can see. So the dead giveaway that it was done with a laser is, you can see the dark mark here. If this was done with a router, we'd have to actually paint this in, but with the laser it's free contrast. Same thing goes with the front of it. You can see the grain follows, which is kind of neat. So you can see the grain here that's not engraved follows what is engraved and vice versa. When you look at a distance, it looks really, really cool. So when it comes to custom wooden plaques, you can literally make them any size, any shape, and also any material. So if you wanted this to be out of stainless steel, we can do it just as easily as Corian, as any other wood species you have in mind. In this case here, the design is pretty straightforward. So the process was laser engraving here. Then after that, it was cleaning it up and sealing it. Now you notice on my website that sometimes I go back and forth with masking a surface. In this case here, the surface was rather large, so I could have technically masked it, but there was no real point because it sands extremely well at this size here. If it was something like this a lot larger, I probably would have masked it because then you just remove it and you have a lot less sanding to do. But this application here, this came out totally fantastic. And you can see the back side as well. So it's solid pine. It's not a core or a laminated. You see a lot of laminated core woods nowadays. So what you have is a thin veneer of whatever wood species you want. It could be 1/16, 1/32, very, very thin. After that, you have like an MDF core. And then after that, you have a little bit of a thin veneer here with maybe some imperfections. The problem with that approach for this kind of signage is that the MDF really does not like humidity. So what ends up happening relatively fast, especially if you live like in Florida or somewhere where it's very humid in the summertime, your sign just dissolves. And going with solid wood like here, it's not an issue. This could actually go outside, no problem at all. Again, it's totally sealed. You can see a little bit of the shine from the sealing process. So when it comes to signage like this, there's really no limitation as to what we can do. In this case here is a solid vector image, and that's important because you either have the laser on, which produces the engraving or the contrast, or you have it off, which produces nothing. And that's the best result for something that's solid like this. Let's say you had like a photograph or something like that, well then this approach might not work the best because you have sort of grayscale and that kind of stuff, so you definitely want to go to a dot matrix style or some other system to make the contrast a lot sharper, especially when you're looking at it at a distance. So if you want a custom sign, contact us at CNCKing.com. We'll make it for you and ship it right to your door.